Chapter 16. The officers were finishing up at the McKnight property when a silver Honda Civic pulled into the driveway. Matt glanced up and saw Penny McKnight stepping out of the car, backpack slung over one shoulder. She wore jeans and a university t-shirt, her dark hair pulled back in a neat ponytail, looking every bit the college student. Matt made his way toward her, conscious of the crime scene tape fluttering in the evening breeze behind him. Penny spotted him and waited. "My mom called," she said. "Thought I should come." Matt nodded, seeing her hit him like a physical force, the same jolt he'd felt that night in his living room. He willed himself to remember he was investigating two murders, and she was connected to both victims. Nothing could happen between them, not now, maybe not ever, but his body wasn't getting the message. "Mind if I ask you a few more questions?" he asked. Penny looked past him toward the house, where officers moved in and out with evidence bags. "Did something happen?" "Let's sit in my truck," Matt suggested, "in the air conditioning." She hesitated, then nodded. Matt led her to his Ford pickup, opened the passenger door, and watched as she slipped inside. He rounded the hood and climbed in behind the wheel. For a moment, neither spoke. The only sound was the soft hum of the AC pushing cool air through the vents. "We found Ed Black's body," Matt said finally, turning to face her. "Buried in your backyard." Penny's eyes widened. For several seconds, she said nothing. Her lips parted in shock. Then she shook her head slowly. "That's not possible. I saw the body myself. It's him. My dad didn't do this. Whatever you think, he didn't do it. How can you be so sure? He's not a killer. I know he's done stuff in the past, but he's not capable of murder." Matt studied her face, the determination in her eyes. "Everybody's capable of murder, Penny." "Not my dad." She crossed her arms. "He works every day and comes home at night. He sits in front of the TV with a beer. He's not planning murders." Matt let that sit for a moment, then shifted gears. "The officers searching the house are going to take all the computers. Are they going to find anything on yours?" Penny looked away, staring out the window. Crime scene techs moved in and out, their presence transforming the familiar into something alien. "I didn't want to report what happened at the party," she said. "Mom saw it online and told Dad. He went nuts." She met Matt's eyes again. "I knew I'd be the one they'd tear apart. All I'm interested in is finding the person who killed Raymond Merrick and Ed Black," Matt said. "That's it." Penny held his gaze for a long moment, then said, "VIP girls." Matt frowned. "What's that?" "My escort website." "You still haven't given me your alibi for the night Raymond Merrick was killed?" "I was on a date," she said. "With who?" "I can't tell you that." Matt leaned forward slightly. "I'm not interested in your date. I'm interested in confirming your alibi." Penny pressed her lips together, then looked down at her hands. "Senator Holcomb," she said. Matt blinked. "You mean U.S. Senator Holcomb?" "Yes." "Where did you go?" Penny raised her eyes to meet his. "I have a place where I meet clients." Reed McKnight sat across from Matt and Joe in the interview room. The red occupied light outside warned others to stay clear. Matt slid a folder onto the table. "There's a body in your backyard, Mr. McKnight. Can you explain it?" McKnight's face flushed with anger. "I've never seen it. I never put it there. This is the first I've heard of it." "Whether you want it or not," Matt said, "someone buried trouble in your backyard. It's not going away. Not anytime soon." "What do you want from me?" Joe cut in. "How did the body end up in your backyard?" "I don't know," McKnight insisted, spreading his hands. "I've been working. I've done shit in my past. I know that. You know that. I didn't kill nobody. Someone is setting me up." Matt reached into the folder and pulled out a photograph, sliding it across the table. It showed the disturbed earth in McKnight's backyard, the partial excavation revealing human remains. "That's what we found behind your house, Mr. McKnight," Matt said. "Ed Black." His eyes were cut out. McKnight stared at the photo and shook his head. "Why the fuck would I want his eyes?" Matt held his gaze, studying his reaction. He believed McKnight. Joe slammed his palm on the table suddenly, making McKnight jump. "Cut the act, McKnight. Tell us how that boy's body got in your yard." "You fucking cops put it there," McKnight snapped back. I've told you a dozen times, and I'm not buying it, Joe cut in, leaning over the table. The evidence is right there. A body in your yard, a bloody knife in your barn. You had motive. He assaulted your daughter. You had opportunity. Matt touched Joe's arm lightly, a silent signal. Joe straightened and backed away from the table with visible reluctance. What my partner is trying to say, Matt said, his tone gentler, is that the evidence doesn't look good. But if something happened, we need to understand why. Help us understand. McKnight looked between them, recognizing the tactic. Tell us about the knife in the garage, Matt said. There's nothing to tell. I don't know anything about it. I need you to account for every second of your day, Matt said, sliding a notepad across the table. Let's start today and work backwards. McKnight stared at the notepad, then looked up slowly. Should I have a lawyer? I can't answer that for you, Matt said. McKnight shrugged. I was at the house I am remodeling today. I left at 7. That's where I am every day. I already told you. Matt let him talk, listening more for how McKnight told his story than what he was saying. After nearly an hour of this, Matt abruptly changed direction. Why should I believe you, Reed? Matt asked. You've got priors, assault charges, a reputation for solving problems with your fists. Why should I think this is any different? McKnight shook his head. You asked what I did. I told you. For the next 2 hours, they walked through McKnight's movements, day by day, hour by hour, pushing for details, circling back to inconsistencies, watching for the slightest shift in his story. McKnight grew more irritable, less cooperative, but his account never wavered in its essential facts. What do you think? Joe asked as they stood outside the interview room, McKnight still sitting inside. I believe him, Matt said. Let's let forensics do their job and see if they come up with anything. Do you think someone's setting him up? Joe asked. It looks like it, but I can't imagine who. Joe glanced through the window at McKnight. So we let him go for now? Matt nodded. For now.